veg in here.
Okay.
And then escape pod, that far room, the smaller room.
Okay.
Feeds that. And escape pod, it's labeled up here.
Okay.
It's going to be A, veg is D, right here. And then mothership, the large room, is split into 2 barrels. That's
Okay.
these two, and yeah.
And is that where we were cloning?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. So I tried to write it down, but Sharpies nor
Yeah.
dry erase work there. So what we do is we weigh out the salts, and then these 4 Home Depot bucket barrels are your salts. And it says on the top of the lid here, like Peters, you do 125 grams per barrel.
Cool. Self-explanatory.
These are 50 gallon barrels then I assume?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And then like this one says 100. This guy is 50. And then the monopotassium is a scoop.
And you use all 4 in every feeding mix.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So I'll start with the monopotassium. Just a scoop in every one.
Now is this done daily or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And the only thing that really changes is veg, but right now it's kind of gonna stay the same.
Yeah, we won't even have any more veg here, will we? Maybe.
I don't think so.
Yeah. I think it'll all get moved, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah. 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 I'm so used to it like changing every like week or so. It's been pretty stagnant for a while. So yeah. Then this is.
So right now you're just doing the mother ship room. These 2 barrels, correct?
No, I'm
Oh,
doing
so
all
Okay, you did it all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I like to just mix the escape pod, get it shuttled over.
Okay.
You flip on the switch, and then it'll just head to the end of the warehouse over there. Sometimes this gets like I don't know, crusty,
Yeah.
cakey. Thank you. And then you just rinse it out in there. Make sure it's dry, obviously, before you. Okay. Nope. And then just weigh it on out. And it can be plus or minus 5.
Okay, so there's a variance.
Yeah, I like to go like a little bit over with the big ones, just because they obviously have more water in them. And you'll get like a feel to the.
I mean, you do it enough, you could probably eye it at this point.
Yeah. Most time-consuming piece is just letting the barrels fill full of water.
Does it matter the temperature of the water that you're feeding? Like, do you want
As
to
long as
like
it's not
first?
too hot.
Okay.
Yeah,
The
but
cold
it'll
doesn't
never.
do any kind of weird.
It,
Okay.
No, it does not. Aha! I filled this one with 1. Did I get to this one with the second salt?
I don't think you did.
Thank you.
No, I've been watching, and that's what I was thinking. Man, you gotta sort of.
You gotta go in a thing. But also what you can do is you use the paddle, you mix it up, and you go with the, this guy measures parts per million, and you'll kind of get the hang of what parts per million is like. Okay, I didn't put it in there, or I did, based
Okay, on the reading.
Yeah, based on the reading of it. 'Cause,
So parts per million of what? What is that reading?
Oh wait, you know what I think you did?
What's that?
Put it in there.
So I just doubled
Yeah,
up.
because I was like, I was counting, and then you had to like
Well-
get more for the third one.
Here, I'll go ahead and do this guy in there.
Well, then what should the parts per
Test
million
it
say?
out. So full barrel, these guys usually end up about like 1,1200 parts per million
After you're done with all 4.
after you're done with all four. Yeah.
So since you have a couple left, what should this read in theory?
Good thing we're not in like barrels barrels of these guys, because that's like a... Okay.
Well, I sort of led you the wrong way too. It wasn't just you. And me both messed up on that one.
I actually have never done that before, so I'm going to ask Mike what to do. But we can still just continue with these 2 barrels, whatever. For learning purposes, we don't need to stop.
Well, this will be a learning, even if it's a mess up. Now, what do we do to get it right?
Second. Okay. This last one.
So is there like a, I guess like a reason you don't just like make like a master batch and then you just do like
In gallon zips, just go ahead and.
We did that. It takes so fucking long.
But
so if you want to
do it, that's sick.
go
and
for
just
it.
have like a month's supply or
Dude, I
whatever?
like that idea. I'd even help you. It's just like a factory job. Just get into a routine and just do it.
However, in veg right now, we're mixing half the weight.
Okay.
So, like, for the veg barrel, I only put 25 grams as opposed to 50 for this guy, and then like a little over 60 for this guy.
Well, isn't everything in veg though?
Just that it depends on the size. Like these are all
Okay.
babes,
Okay, yeah.
so I like to as to not burn them out.
True.
Yeah, a little smaller. Although the transplants are getting big enough, I feel, for full salts. So then it just poses the pain in the ass of
Separating their feeding from the others, it's like, well, you can just have a little less until we move you.
yeah. Okay, so that's that, and then pHing 5.8 to 6.0.
His choice.
So, well, like the bigger plants, it's not quite as important to get to 5.8. But like these tiny ones, as far as the nitrogen uptake, you really want to go for 5.8. But for these barrels, like 5.9, 6.0 is pretty okay. Which these salts, yeah, you get to like 6.1 because this
So-
comes out at 8 from the hose.
So you just add in like a buffer then?
pH down.
What is it?
Yeah.
So, does it tell you on there 50 gallons you need to come off 0.3? I mean, how do you figure out how much of this to add to get it within your
so
threshold?
Apparently, a lid, a cap full,
Is
is
what?
0.2.
Okay. So 5 of
It's
those for a full point. 5 capfuls.
No. It'll change you 0.2. So this should go to.
6 or
5.9.
5.8.
Well, now it's going to 6.2. Weirdo. But just here.
Yeah, let's just watch it. It's pretty
One
instant how
capful.
quick it.
Yeah, and then I just like. So I just broke a pH probe tip by not taking this
Taking it out and turning it in
Yes,
there.
so yeah. And you don't have to mix it. It'll like disperse throughout the barrel without the paddle, but it just moves quicker when you use it. So. Yeah, we did about 0.2.
Dang.
So then you just run.
Now, is this moving it or just circulating it?
Yep, it's feeding.
Okay.
You're done there. This guy, I don't know what to do about the whole. I think it's calcium. And then like sometimes they get like stuck on top of the barrels. And there will be some, like, you'll see leftover salts in the bottom of the barrel when you're done feeding. It's not a big deal. At least it never has been. I mean, this guy is just perfect. Yeah, if it's dancing between the two numbers that you like, it's good. So now this guy is, we can walk down to the, because I always like to check
And make sure that it's properly going through the heads.